Hi everyone, my name is Antonio. So I'm recording this video because I want to show you three steps that have the development of one class. So those three steps are work on, development, and closure. So first of all, in the work on, I'm going to put a video. It's about a writing system process. So let me play the video and please pay attention.
With the sun still rising over Stormont's Parliament buildings this morning, some pray for an 11th hour political intervention.
We're here to pray when we go in. We need to pray that they form a government.
But beyond them, the reality stares them in the face. It is just hours away from abortion being decriminalised in Northern Ireland. And for those who've long campaigned for this reform, it represents momentous change.
How big a moment is this for all of you here today?
I mean, this is hugely significant. It has been a long time coming, and it has been a very difficult struggle to bring Northern Ireland's abortion laws in line with human rights.
So strict has been the existing law here. Last year, more than 1,000 women travelled to England from Northern Ireland for an abortion procedure.
It's surreal in a way because people have been fighting for this change for so long.
Denise Phelan from Belfast became pregnant 4 years ago, then discovered her baby had a fatal genetic disorder. She says she was unable to get an abortion in Northern Ireland, but was too ill to travel elsewhere.
I was too sick to travel. So I was forced to carry on with the pregnancy and all the psychological issues and scars that brings with it, which is something that I'll carry with me forever. So she died at 36 weeks and 3 days, and I was forced to give birth to her decaying body, basically, because she had died 5 days before I could be induced.
This is all happening because another Parliament voted for it in Westminster. The fact is, this devolved government has been idle for more than 1,000 days now, brought down by ongoing inter-party disputes, and thus powerless, seemingly, to stop these changes.
When the House of Commons voted earlier this year to decriminalise abortion here, only a revived Northern Ireland government could stop it. In what was dubbed a last-ditch attempt, anti-abortion unionist politicians were clapped into the chamber today, but the image merely flattered to deceive.
The Assembly cannot undertake any further business.
Sinn Féin refused to participate, the empty benches testament to that. And when the nationalist SDLP walked out, to cries of shame from across the room, as predicted, no business could be conducted, leaving the will of Westminster to prevail and familiar hostilities resumed.
I wish that the DUP and others put as much creativity into actually trying to make Power Sharing work as they have done today to try and attempt to deny people their rights, because that's what today was about.
It is a very sad day, and I know some people will seek to celebrate today. And I would say to those people, think of those of us who are sad today and who believe that this is an affront to human dignity and to human life.
Press conferences inside, more prayers outside.
For the kingdom, the power and the glory are yours now and forever.
A few miles away in Belfast, meanwhile, others were heralding another landmark moment. Because under these changes, from January next year, same-sex marriage will also be legalised in Northern Ireland for the first time. For Denise Phelan, the midnight transformation in abortion law here will bring mixed emotions.
It is a victory for women's rights, and I'm sure some people will celebrate, but for us and for what we've been through, this is something which just had to be done. And I think that at midnight tonight we'll just be feeling glad that this period of barbarism and cruelty against women and young girls is over.
A moment of history, hard fought, but as today only serves to highlight, it comes against a political backdrop as spectacular as it is dysfunctional. Northern Ireland's vacuum in government exposed once again.
Well, after of that really interesting video, I really want to know the opinion about it. I mean, what the student thinks about the video that they see. Was a video with really interesting and like a little bit controversial. problems that the societies have right now, like abortion, gay marriage, and euthanasia. In this case, the video was clear that was about a country in Europe, Northern Ireland, and they tried to explain how was the process in that country about the improvement of the gay marriage and of the abortion. So in this case, it's the moment that all the youngs that be in the classroom, that are normally teenagers between 13 years and 14 years, express their opinion about it, what they think about the situation, and what are their opinion. And then we are going to talk about the topic, the really main topic of this class, that is expressions of opinions. And what are the expressions of opinions? Expressions of opinions are like expressions that you can use to say your opinion about a topic, a regular topic, a topic in typical life, whatever. So in this case, we have three different options: agreement expressions, disagreement expressions, and partial agreement expressions. So in this case, you can see that the agreement expressions are agree and show when you really are agree with something. The disagreement expression is obviously the opposite of the agreement. It's when you are not agree at all with a topic or whatever. And the partial agreements expressions are when you don't have like a agreement or disagreement opinion about a topic. It's only that you be like in the middle of the situation. I'm going to give you some examples about agreement expressions, disagreement expression, and partial agreement expression. I'm going to give you the more usables in the normal life. For example, we have I'm totally agree with you. So in this case, if I make a question about a topic, what do you think about the abortion? Are you agree or are you disagree? You can say, I totally agree with the gay marriage because I think that is right. And if you don't know English, it's really easy give your point of view about a topic, because the only that you need to do is say, I totally agree with the gay marriage because it's about rights, the human rights, and you can make a sentence, a really coherent sentence, and give your point of view about it. Another opinion, in this case disagreement opinion, I can say I don't agree with you, and in this case if you are not agree with something, for example, and I don't agree with the euthanasia because I mean I'm a religious person and God have the power of your life, for example. It's really easy, only you use this expression and you put a complement at the end. And for example, if you are not agree and not disagree, you can use a partial agreement expressions. And an example could be, I'll agree with you in part with the gay marriage, but I'm not agree of the gay people adopt persons, because it's not good for me. I'm not agree with that. It's an option that have like a partial agreement about a topic in general. So you can use all these expressions for give your opinion about a topic, and you can use the opinions, put a complement, and sounds coherent if you don't know English, if you are not a really good English speaker. So in the second part of the class, we are going to make the development of the class, and we're going to the activity that we propose for this lesson plans, and in this case consists in when we have clear the expressions that we can use for show agreement, disagreement, or if we have like a partial agreement about a topic. So I'm going to make the activity for this class. The activity is really interesting. I'm going to give you some cards with articles about the topics that we know: abortion, gay marriage, and euthanasia. So the students need to read that articles about these topics in groups, and then they need to write their opinion about it. Obviously using the expressions, opinions that we talk of in the beginning of the class. Okay, so they are going to write the opinion about it, and then we are going to exchange opinions about the topics that we have. So the students can may express their agreement, express disagreement, or whatever they want to express, and we are going to make a debate about these topics. So it's really important because not only the students can learn the expressions opinions, they have the possibility obviously to speak. That is really important in English. If you want to learn English, the first thing that you need to do is speak. And express opinions is really important because it's only used the express opinion, a compliment, and you can give an opinion about it. So we are going to make that debate with all the students. They are going to participate and we are going to exchange ideas about it. For open the debate, we have this question. Do you agree or disagree with the topics? So we open the debate with this question, and obviously the students start to give us the opinions that they have about the topics, about euthanasia, about gay marriage, and about abortion. So then we are going to listen all the opinions of the students, and at the end, obviously we are going to make like a little reflection about the topics, and about that the important is to have a clear position of the topic that you heard in the life. Not only these topics that are very controversial, if not like make a decision in your life, if you are agreeing with something, if you're not agreeing with something, it's important. So we know now how to use the expression opinions, and we know how to express our opinion about controversial topics or about our regular topics. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.